U.S. engineer proposes underwater nuclear explosion to combat climate crisis in a controversial proposal. A 25-year-old Microsoft software engineer suggested detonating an 81 gigaton nuclear bomb beneath the ocean floor to accelerate carbon sequestration and curb climate change. The idea, published in January 2025 on AR14, a repository for non-peer-reviewed research, aimed to use geoengineering on a historic scale to tackle the escalating climate emergency. Andy Haverly, who is currently pursuing a PhD in quantum computing at the Rochester Institute of Technology, argued pulverizing underwater basalt rock through such an explosion could enhance natural carbon-absorbing processes. Haverly, in his paper, proposed detonating the bomb between 3 and 5 kilometers beneath the seabed of the remote Kerguelen Plateau in the Southern Ocean, where surrounding waters are 6 to 8 kilometers deep. The engineer explained that his idea was built on enhanced rock weathering ERW, a process wherein carbon dioxide reacts with rock to form stable carbonates. He said the goal of detonating the nuke is to trigger the reaction on an unprecedented scale. He said it would store up to 30 years' worth of global COA emissions. He credited Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer for inspiring his ideas on the often untapped potential of nuclear technology. He told Vice that watching the Nolan flick brought nuclear power front and center in his mind. He said combining concepts like ERW and underground detonations has not been considered seriously until now. However, his plans did come under scrutiny from sustainability researchers and climate scientists. Wim Carden, associate professor at Lund University, was quoted in the report saying such geoengineering is extreme and perilous. Carden, who has co-authored Overshoot: How the World Surrendered to Climate Breakdown, observed that Haverly never addressed the effects on marine ecosystems, tectonic stability, or radioactive fallout. Carden and others have cautioned that such concepts run the danger of legitimizing technological solutions over urgent emission reductions that potentially allow fossil fuel interests to postpone significant climate action. The plan, as per another NDTV report, brings back 1950 SCRA proposals to use nuclear explosions for Arctic manipulation and Earth-moving ideas, which were later rejected due to their catastrophic consequences. Swipe left for next video. Defending himself, Haverly said his paper was the theoretical starting point and not a conclusive recommendation. The plan comes as new interest in extreme geoengineering techniques, including the UK's £50 million project to study solar dimming technologies. One technique calls for salt to be sprayed into clouds to improve its reflectivity, and another recommends injecting aerosols into the stratosphere to reflect sunlight. Latest blogs.